All right, so are you ready to supercharge that English vocab?
That's what we're here for.
I'm seeing that you've got some sources lined up about daily vocab building techniques.
Oh, yeah.
And wow, some of these are wild. Like labeling everything in your house with its English name.
Right.
That's dedication.
Yeah. It's consistency, right? It's those small things you do every day that really make the difference.
It really does.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to deep dive into today. Making vocab growth just this natural, seamless part of your day.
Yeah, like it doesn't even feel like you're trying. You're just
Exactly.
living and learning right out of the gate. This source mentions this 5 words a day method.
Yeah.
5 doesn't sound like a lot at first, right?
It's true. 5 words might not feel like this huge transformation every day.
Right.
But if you think about it, over the course of a year, you're looking at learning over 1,800 new words.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's a lot of words.
Right. Just imagine all the books you could read, the conversations you could have, the ideas you could express.
All the dates you could go on.
Exactly.
So I love the idea of this 5 words a day. I got to say that the source gets kind of vague when it comes to how to actually do this.
Yeah.
Like it mentions flashcards and apps.
Yeah.
Honestly, that feels a little...
Yeah, it's a little 1990s,
Yeah.
a little bit. So instead of just, memorizing words, let's think outside the box here.
Okay.
So what if you took those 5 words and you tried to work them into a short story,
Ooh.
a poem, or even a song?
Yeah.
The more you play with those words, the better they stick.
The more creative you get with them.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the source also mentions reading, watching shows with subtitles, and word games.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hasn't everybody already told us to read more?
Like, it's not just reading more,
Yeah.
it's reading smart.
What does that mean?
So instead of just, grabbing the first book off the bestseller list,
Okay.
think about authors who are known for having this really rich vocabulary.
Okay.
Like Nabokov, Faulkner, Zadie Smith.
Right. Got it.
And pay attention not just to what they're saying, but how they're saying it.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a little more analytical.
Okay. I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
That's a really good tip. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
The source also recommends watching shows with subtitles, which seems like a pretty obvious one.
Yeah.
But does it actually work?
It really does, because think about it. You hear a word at the same time that you're seeing it spelled out on the screen.
Right.
And that helps you create a stronger connection in your brain.
Okay.
And plus, let's be real, sometimes those British accents can be
Oh, yeah.
a little tricky.
Yeah, absolutely.
So subtitles are...
Subtitles are my best friend.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to historical dramas.
Oh, yeah.
Anything British with like a,
Yes.
period piece.
Yeah, for sure.
The source also talks about keeping a vocab journal.
Yeah.
And like actually using new words in sentences.
Yes.
Which feels super old school, but...
Yeah, old school but effective.
Is it really?
Because you're actively recalling that word. You're not just kind of passively absorbing the definition.
Okay.
You're actually thinking about it. You're writing it down. You're creating a sentence with it. And
Yeah.
you're really making that word your own.
So it's like you're thinking about it more deeply.
Exactly.
Not just like skinning over it.
Right.
That's great. I love that tip.
Yeah.
It reminds me of this time I tried to use the word ubiquitous on a date.
Oh, no.
And I thought I was being really suave and cool. But what I actually said was, your smile is ubiquitous like bad Wi-Fi.
Oh, no. I'm sure they loved that.
Not so much.
I'm sure you recovered, though.
Not really.
Oh, no.
We've all had those moments, though.
It's true. It's true. We all have those little slip-ups. But the important thing is that you tried, right?
Yeah.
It's those real-life applications, those sometimes embarrassing moments.
Yep.
Where vocab really comes alive.
So true.
Yeah.
So we've talked about reading, watching, writing.
Mm-hmm.
What about actually speaking?
Of course.
The source is all about finding language partners or joining conversation groups.
Absolutely. Think about it like you're learning to play an instrument.
Okay.
You can practice scales and chords all day long by yourself.
Yeah.
But it's not until you actually get together with other musicians
Totally.
and jam that you really experience the music.
Yeah, you're putting it into practice.
Exactly.
It all comes together.
And it's the same thing with language. You can read all you want, you can write all you want, but if you don't actually use the language in conversation, you're missing out.
You're not getting the full experience.
Exactly.
So if we put it all together, we've got micro-learning, we've got applying those words creatively.
Right.
We've got strategic reading, engaging with media, actively recalling words by writing them down.
Yes.
And then actually putting it all into practice with real conversations.
That's it.
That seems like a lot.
It does sound like a lot, I know, but the key is consistency.
Okay.
So pick one or two of these strategies that really resonate with you.
Yeah.
and just work them into your daily routine.
Don't overwhelm yourself.
Exactly. Start small and be consistent.
Little by little.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
And one final thought.
Okay.
Don't just learn words, collect experiences.
Ooh, I like that.
Right. Use your new vocab to actually engage with the world around you.
Yeah.
To share your ideas, to tell your story.
Yeah.
That's where the magic happens.
I love that. So go out there and make those words your own.
Yes.
And if you come across some kind of brilliant vocab hack
Yes.
that we haven't even mentioned,
Definitely.
let us know about it.
Share it.
Happy learning.
Have fun.
C18